So Richard Moore, welcome to Liberating Stories. Thank you so much for agreeing to do this today.
No problem, Jim. It's great to be here.
Yeah. Maybe to go right the way back, I spent last night at my parents' house in Galway. And when I was, 6, 7, 8, 9 years old, as kids we used to play cops and robbers and hide and seek. And we used to play those games. I grew up in Galway City, just outside the city. And across the road from us was a factory. It actually made coffins. And we used to play hide and seek and cops and robbers in that factory. And I remember, smells and sounds and sights. What was it like for you right the way back then? Where you grew up in Derry, here in Derry, in Creggan Estate. What was it like for you? What did you play and what did you do and what were the sounds like?
It's funny when you mention cops and robbers or cowboys and Indians. We used to play IRA and soldiers. So it's amazing how the world we were living in reflected what people done. So like some of our guys would act as British Army foot patrols while somebody else led on to be driving a car in an IRA active service unit or something and wear a mask and stuff like that there, I remember having a bedpost pole, and that was my rifle. I used to it had a wee sort of handle, natural handle on it, and that was my rifle, so we used to pretend to be an IRA man or whatever. Other than that, I had a great childhood, and even around the blindness and even around all of that period of time, I don't remember feeling as if my childhood was an unhappy one. I think I had a very happy childhood. Like I was before I lost my sight, I love playing football, absolutely love playing football, so I would have done that quite a lot,
You spoke about, you said you grew up and it was before the conflict. So in your mind, when did the conflict start? What was the day that things changed?
I'm not sure when the day was, but it seemed like overnight. It did. I mean, I can remember the Bobby on the beat in the Creggan. Also playing football, and you weren't supposed to play football on the road. And somebody said, they're the police coming. So the policeman would come walking up around the area, just the Bobby on the standard old Bobby on the beat. And, we would all run away, hide the ball. They walked on up past, So, and then, I don't know, it just, when I was about maybe 8 or so, it just all of a sudden started to change. And, people started to dig up the pavements out at the front of the houses and break them up. They were starting to build barricades. Guys were driving around in hijacked vehicles. These wee dumper trucks, they used to drive around the Creggan, collect the bottles to take down the front line down at wherever the riots were. So, and all that was happening. It was like this unbelievable game. It was like mad. They see the men on the street breaking up the pavements and building barricades. They get a vigilante hut at the end of your street. They start talking about, the army's coming in, the police are coming in, and then of course the riots and all that would start, and you would sort of see them from a distance. And so it just seemed to suddenly change, overnight almost. Our street, like every house was a big family. Very few houses had a small family. We were talking about an average of 12 children. Some people went up as far as 22 children.